What's up everybody, Shadow Ninja here, and welcome back to RageQuit. Today we are talking about yet a different game again on the channel today, and that is Apex Legends. From Respawn Entertainment and EA, we have what was supposed to be the Titanfall 3, but due to its lack of progression in development, and it kind of got shut down halfway through, they took the assets from what would have been a Titanfall 3 and ported it over to a Battle Royale game set around the Titanfall universe. And this game is really fun, guys. I don't really like Battle Royales. I played Fortnite a little bit, I played H1Z1, I never really played Blackout from Call of Duty, only because I wasn't really interested, but I had to give this a try, only because it is free to play. So if you guys are inclined to, and you want to know what this game is about, go right now and download this game because it is super fun. Now I'm going to go into the logistics of why I think this is, so if you guys want to hear about all the nitty-gritty details on why I think it's an enjoyable game, stick around and I will tell you why. Alright guys, so let's start off with the story and the overall setting of the game. As I said before, it is taking place in the Titanfall universe, as this game is made by Respawn. I already said how Titanfall 3 was supposed to be developed, but due to its lack of development, it got shut down. But they took all the assets and they imported them into a new game, which was this Battle Royale, and it is super cool. The aesthetics, the way that everything looks, the art style is really cool, and of course you have that classic Titanfall / Modern Warfare type gameplay. Gliding on the floor, popping off headshots feels better than ever in this game, and it really does have that Titanfall feel. You guys are probably wondering, okay, this game is pretty cool, but can I play with friends? Absolutely, this is what this whole game is about. Teamwork and cooperation is especially recommended in this game, as there are squad callouts. If you don't have a mic, there are commands, and there's a 3-person squad that you drop from a dropship, and you can actually fly together all in one group, and you have one person that controls which location you go to. Or if you're like, okay, this guy doesn't really know what he's doing and you want to drop off by yourself, you can branch off and drop off by yourself. And the loot in this game is especially fair. There are armors, there are different attachments that you can put on your weapon to make your gun more customizable and more fitting to your liking, and there are just a different array of guns such as snipers, shotguns, assault rifles, SMGs, energy weapons, and more. Now let's talk about the characters. The characters have their own little gimmick. I like to play as Lifeline, a character who has a little drone that she drops and gives life out, and you have an ultimate ability. So for Lifeline, she drops a care package which gives you shield supplies, armor, and more. Now, she's not the only one you can use. There are different legends, that they call them, the different characters, that have their own set of gimmicks, like Bloodhound. Bloodhound can track people through and find footprints on the ground and track people. And Gibraltar also has a shield that he can drop, and it encases the whole team if they're all sitting in a certain radius, and it's really cool. There are a couple legends though, maybe like 2, that are locked off that you have to actually buy with in-game currency, but the ones that they give you so far are just enough to keep you busy. But let's go to the actual gameplay. The gameplay is really fun. As I said before, the combat feels good. I mean, the traversing around the area feels smooth. You can glide, but the map feels open and diverse. You'll never, I mean, it's not like Fortnite where each place has a set gimmick about it. It's all kind of blended in, and it's all about dropping to see what loot is the best. I don't think it's always the same. I think the loot kind of auto-generates, and it mixes up, and it is by random, which makes for some really interesting games. And the games that I've played so far, they were pretty intense. It's not like Fortnite where you can just build and you can turtle up in a location. You have to use your cover, and you have to use your environment to your advantage, and also your character kit, which, as I said before, if you're playing as a medic or a shield guy, that is really essential for your team, and you always have to be doing your part. You always have to be communicating with your team, even if you don't have a mic, because that is the only way that you're going to win. Now, I think there are 60 people in total on the map, as opposed to Fortnite's or Call of Duty Blackouts, where there's 100 people on the map, but the combat is just the same. It does take a little while to actually get to a location where there are people, but you know, so fights are very limited in the game, but when they do happen, they are intense. And the hearing aspect that you get from the game, like you can hear people from miles away, or you can hear their footsteps lurking around the corner, which is really cool. It's really essential for a Battle Royale game to have that hearing mechanic, that 3D hearing, so that you know exactly what's going on and you feel that you are in control of your environment. The next thing I want to talk about is the reviving system between teammates. They have this new thing now where you can revive a teammate if the teammate dies. You go up to a crate or something where they died. It's kind of like a gravestone almost. It's just where they died and it's their loot. And you can pick up a little tracker. You can bring it to a respawn location and you can call them in to come back. Aside from all that, guys, the characters, just an overall, the characters are really fun to play. They're all diverse. They all have different play styles, and they have all these different customizations. They have, you know, character costumes that are ranked into legendary, rare, and epic, kind of like in Fortnite, in Overwatch. And they all have voice lines. They all have little finishing moves. Like if you down somebody, the person that's downed has an opportunity to pull up a shield so that you don't just instantly knock them down and shoot them. If you want to get up close and personal, you have an ability to go up and hold square. It is for the PlayStation. I'm not sure what it is for Xbox or PC. You go up, you hold a certain button, and you can do a finishing move, kind of like an execution in For Honor. And you can actually buy those. You can craft them with crafting parts that you get from just playing the game. And if you level up, you get loot boxes, which gives you 3 random assortments of items, and everything is purely cosmetic. It's not pay to win at all. And if you do want to spend, if you don't want to grind and you want to go the extra mile, there is packs that you can buy, but I highly recommend that you don't do that, simply because it's very easy to get those packs in the game. You just got to play the game, level up, get some kills. And there's also a reward system for if you're a really good player in the game. It kind of highlights you and says that you are the killer of the match, which means that you are the best in the match. And if you get killed by another person, they turn into the best killer of the match and they get a reward. But guys, that's what I think of Apex Legends. I feel like this is a really fun game, and I feel like it's a step in the right direction for EA in Respawn, and this game actually makes me more excited to play that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order game, because I know Respawn can pull it off and they can make some good content. This game seemingly came out of nowhere. No one really cared because it felt like it was copying Fortnite or maybe Call of Duty Blackout, but when we actually started playing it, we found out that this is a memorable game with very diverse characters and a fun gameplay and team play aspect. But anyways, guys, that's what I think. If you guys play Apex Legends, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one.